It's said to be one of the most obedient servants of them all, but when it is the master, the fire is the most cruel master in the whole wide world. Incidents of fire breaking out in buildings, leaving a trail of destruction and death, have become the norm rather than the exception. However, this did not have to be the case. Many of the fire disasters around the country could either be avoided or contained in time. But the question is, are Kenyans well equipped to fight fires? And the simple answer is most of the country's fire stations are not. For instance, the Nairobi fire station only has 2 engines running, with the rest grounded. The good news is that safety precautions can be taken at the individual level, saving lives and property.
All buildings should have fire prevention certificates to show that you are complying with the fire safety at your premises. Yeah, that you have fire equipment, you have the signages on, including the assembly point, your staff are being trained, you conduct the fire drills, because fire drills should be done once every 12 months.
The first step to take when fire breaks out is not to panic. Many deaths, especially inside a building, are not as a result of fire itself, but rather due to the ensuing stampede, especially for people who work in storied buildings devoid of lifts. Research also shows that most fatalities are as a result of inhaling toxic gases rather than contact with the actual flames. In a situation where the room you are in is full of smoke, do not run. Instead, drop on the ground and crawl to the nearest exit. In a domestic situation, most fires are caused by either electric faults or emanate from the kitchen. For safety, do not plug too many appliances into an electric outlet. And never overload a socket outlet point. Use an extension cable if need be. And if a fire breaks out in the kitchen,
you fill up the cotton, yeah? Then you squeeze. Make sure there is no single droplet of water coming out. Yeah, squeeze it thoroughly. Make sure there is no droplet of water coming out. There, don't panic. Be calm, because this is just a small fire in the kitchen. What you can do, shield your hats. Then from there, without panicking, you just cover on top of the fuel. Give it a lovely 3 to 4 minutes. No more oxygen penetrating. The fire will just go off.
Remember, water aggravates the fire, especially if the fire has been ignited by cooking oil.
Let us see the reaction, what will happen. Yeah? And never dare to try this back at home. Yeah?
As much as we have fire extinguishers fixed around, not many of us know how to use them. Here then is an illustration of how to use one.
Pull out the pin, then you hold the hose aiming at the base of the fire. Second, you squeeze the lever, the upper lever. By squeezing, you are discharging the contents. And then you sweep at the fire.
In a situation where the victim has suffered burns at home, there are few first aid tips you need to keep in order to keep them out of danger as you wait for help. Remember, safety begins with you. If handled well, fire is a friend that will always keep you warm. But if mishandled, it can destroy your life. Michael Njenga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.